Namaste to all from Dhananjaya Kumar, and welcome to this video dedicated to everyone. Parents, families, relatives, grandparents, especially teachers, whose primary interest is in raising kids toward a higher level of intelligence. One of the many subjects I have found after almost 3 decades or more of research on global education systems, what is missing generally in regular academic schools is self-knowledge. This is only one of the topics I have mentioned elsewhere. There are many others, but in this video I will talk about one topic. That education system by and large, primary school, high school, is based on knowledge about the outside, about objects, about events, about everything you can see through your senses. There is knowledge poured into you. But what is missing is self-knowledge, self-awareness. Not only learning, but how to learn and who is learning. The student himself or herself. Now that is something that the student kids will not ask you, give me self-awareness. Because in their own way, they are getting self-awareness even from birth. But most of that self-awareness is arousing their own sensory perceptions, their own direction, where they are, etc., their location and their connection with people around them and objects. So they are in a silent way aware that I am connecting with the world. But who am I and how I am connecting, that understanding has not developed yet. And it remains that way throughout education career and perhaps even beyond that. So I thought of a few questions that one can start with. It's pointers for teachers as well. That from time to time you ask children some question about themselves, which they may not have felt before. They say, oh yes, that's a question. How I feel, how I'm learning. And with that they can connect the subject of knowledge and wisdom more than only limited to the object of knowledge. So I'll just read out 20 such example list of questions, and toward the end of the video we'll try to put it on screen. It may not fit on one screen and the screen may not remain static for that long. So you can always ask through email ID given at the end about a copy of this list of questions. And these are not all the questions that are relevant for this. Only 20. There may be hundreds of other questions which we may bring to your attention from time to time. So the first question is, what is the difference? This you are asking the children. Children, tell me, what is the difference between you and your mirror image? When you stand in front of the mirror, you see an image. What is the difference between you and the image you see in the mirror? Number 2, think of something you find beautiful. Think of something you find beautiful or ugly. 2 things. Think of 2 things. One you think is beautiful and the other you think is ugly. Describe what qualities make that thing beautiful or ugly. Describe why you think that is beautiful and that is not beautiful. Describe it. write a few points and show it to me. Number 3, describe the times or moments when you feel happy. Not only what makes you feel happy, something happened or something you received makes you feel happy, but what is in that thing that makes you happy? Describe the moment when you felt happy. Write one paragraph. And when you felt sad or unhappy. The moments you may feel unhappy, sad, or worried. Just describe it. How do you feel and why? Okay. Number 4. Describe what you think is a long time. What is long time? You may get many answers and then you can interpret and explain what that answer means. A long time, maybe 10 days, 1 month, 1 year, or a long time, maybe 100 years. And then put that in the context of the age of the solar system or the gradual impact of society on civilization and culture, that may be hundreds or thousands of years, or the trend in our world today, which if you continue on that path, maybe in 100,000 or 200,000 years, what will happen on earth? Leading to that. But to start with, describe what you think is a long time. Number 5. Describe one action you perform or something you do which will affect your future. Not only it will affect you now, you feel good or bad, or you need it badly and you got it. Describe one action you do, either one time or repeatedly. Something you are doing repeatedly. Find one example, or maybe you can give them some examples and choose one which will affect your future, and another action which will affect the future of humanity. Let them think from their future to the future of society. Good exercise. Number 6. Describe the last thought you had just before falling asleep last night. Now most kids won't remember, but they say, okay, this evening, tonight when you go to sleep, relax, breathe softly, and then observe your mind and see what is the last thing you thought about before you don't remember in the morning what you thought about. Now, make sure you caution them that don't keep thinking all night that which thought is the last thought. Just ask them a simple question about last night. Were you thinking anything before going to sleep? Don't ask them to think something before going to sleep. Just ask them randomly. And everybody may not answer. Some kids will answer. That, you remember last time when you went to sleep? Were you thinking of anything? What was it? Number 7. What is the difference between discovery, invention, and creation? Ask for some examples. And then, after they answer it, ask them which one you like the best. You like this discovery, that invention, or that creation of something new? This is about role model. All kids think of someone as a role model. I wish I was like that. It may be a star, a personality, a musician, a writer, a teacher, or someone they know. They think, I wish I was like that. Okay? That's role model. So ask them to describe the main qualities of your role model. This will reveal their inner feeling of what they think is important. Number 9, make a list of what makes your life possible. Just make a list, random list. It doesn't have to be most important, less important. Just list everything that makes your life possible. You're alive because of that. Number 10, write a letter to Mother Earth. What will they say? And same way, write a letter to an alien if you see one, not looking like people, something totally unimaginable, and appears or drops from the sky and does not understand your language, does not look like or behave like any human being. So let's assume that is an alien. And then the alien departs. And if you have to communicate between them, what will you say? Or even better letter can be written that people talk about alien, right? They don't know where they are or how to meet them. But if you could write a letter to an alien whom you have not seen and has not come to Earth, what will you want to tell the alien about Earth? Okay, write a letter to an alien. Number 12, what are the 10 most important questions you can think of? Not the question that you think you know the answer, but an unanswered question. So just make a list of 10 questions that you think are very important and you don't know the answer. If they do 7 or 8, that's fine too. Just provoke them to write list of important questions for them individually. Number 13, what is the most important reason you want to be educated? Why you want to be educated? If you ask them, do you want to be educated? Probably all the kids will say, yes, I want to be educated. Ask them, what is the most important reason? Let them write it, maybe even one line. Number 14, every child has a name, right? So ask them, if your name is changed, would you become a different person? In other words, is your name unique and identical or identifies you by that name? Do you relate to that name? Or if suddenly a new name is given to you or your name is changed, would you become a different person or remain the same regardless of what name you are given? Number 15. How do you know when you are hungry, thirsty, or in pain? Children will be familiar, I am hungry, I need food. But how do you know you are hungry? What happens in your body or in your mind? So, how do you know when you are hungry or thirsty or in pain? Number 16. What you consider most important goal in your life? What is the most important, top priority, your goal in your life? Number 17. How do you know when you hear a song that it is making you happy or not? Making you like the music? How do you know? Because all music are basically a collection of sound vibrations. And some you feel happy to listen to it, you like it, you are attracted to it. Some you wish, okay, stop this kind of music, I don't like. How do you know that this music you are hearing is good, you like it, or you don't like it? Or it can be a song, not only music composition, but a composition with vocal into it. Just say a song. If you hear a song, how do you know that it makes you feel good or happy? Write about it. Number 18. Why do you have two eyes, two nostrils, and two ears, but one mouth? It's a funny question, but let them see how they can answer. And of course, you can look up and try to find the answer before you discuss the answers with them. Let them, why you have two eyes, two nose, two nostrils, two ears, but only one mouth? Body awareness. Number 19. Where do you think your dreams come from? First ask them, did any one of you ever dreamt of something? If they say no, that's fine. You say, yeah, I dreamt of. Okay, what was it? They will describe the dream. Then ask them, where did that dream come from and where was it happening? Let them think. And last in this series is number 20. What do you feel when somebody praises you or criticizes you? Describe in detail, not in one word, good or bad. That if child is saying, when somebody praises me, I feel good. That's not a good enough answer. Let them describe it. What is feeling good? What do you feel when somebody praises you or criticizes you? Describe in detail, not in one word, good or bad. Thank you for your patience, and we'll meet again soon. Let's continue to probe and inspire children, because our future, everyone's future, depends on that.